Alright, Ermine. The dread creeping through here has pervaded even the induced euphoria of Club 88. Ermine herself is not immune, looking to be caught between the need for rest and the inability to find the peace necessary for it. It's not a good time, is it, Casey? Well, that's usually when I get involved. I'm not asking you to get involved, but something is wrong with these people, and me. I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm dead on my feet. Slept a solid 6 hours, but it was hardly restful sleep. Bad dreams? Like none I've ever had before. Vivid, more real than you standing here, and the memory refuses to leave me. I was 20 years younger, young, absolutely at home in my own skin, and happy. Happier than I remember ever being, positively glowing. There was a man with me. It was Henry, but not the Henry I knew. This was Henry as he might have been if he had never goblinized. Handsome, well-dressed, perfectly human. But when he smiled, there were too many teeth, and I knew it was a lie. Too many teeth. But then I woke up, clutching my stomach, feeling for bite marks that weren't there. I haven't been able to shake the image of that smile all day, those teeth. They wanted to devour me and everything I hold dear. These nightmares are great. I mean, too many teeth. Still worrying about Cullum in that suit. I tried to put that period of my life behind me. I tried to forget what had happened. To move past it, I had to, or else it would have destroyed our family just as it was beginning. Some truths are best left buried. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you should let it out. Maybe Henry's okay with it. I can live with the shame. It was my own stupid mistake, but it should have ended there. The past should stay in the past. I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's just a gaping wound that you're putting a band-aid on. You need to heal it properly. But this man will not be denied. He will lure Cullum with promises of fortune, power, prestige. He will offer him things I never could, just as he once did with me. Cullum feels alone here, just as I did when Henry was away at sea. I'll kill this man before I let him take my boy from me. I don't care who he is or what right he might claim. I mean, if he's his father, doesn't he have a right to look out for his son? I suppose this is why I'm not sleeping well, the dreams. Alright, I'll leave you be. Again, like, we can't talk back at them. We only listen to these people talk. We can't, like, say anything back to them. What is going on? Human transient. The gibbering transient wheels to face you, his eyes bulging out of his skull. He's a young man, probably in his late 30s, but his hair has gone bone white. He reaches towards you with hands hooked into claws, and his entire body begins to tremble. You've seen them, I know it, I can smell it on you. He reaches his hands to his face and claws at his cheeks, his fingernails digging into his flesh. The devils, the ones that are coming, and the rut that leads the pack. Another transient glances over at you. He got into town yesterday, came in on the same boat as we did. Seemed normal enough at the time, but now he's stark raving mad. I'm not mad! Why are you mad? Why you have to be mad? His voice rises into a scream. I've seen them! They're coming! Ew. They're on their way here now! You want my advice? You get out of here. Run as far from the walled city as you can. Tell me what you've seen. His breath comes in fits and gasps. He claws at his throat, and his voice lowers into a whisper. There are hundreds, all different, but all the same. A giant with the legs of a boar and the jaws of a baboon. A woman in jade and gold, with 100 blind eyes. A runt at the head of the pack. A runt at the head of the pack, slim and beautiful, with arms like jaws and an ivory crown. Cool. Is somebody doing, like, illegal bio research in the walled city? Tears spill down his cheeks as he sobs piteously. They run in rivulets into the gashes that he tore in his cheeks. They're all coming, all clawing at the gate. She is already slipping through. He seizes up mid-sentence, his eyes roll back into his head, and he falls to the pavement. When he hits the ground, he doesn't get up. He isn't breathing. Wow. Hey, I didn't expect that to happen. He just died. He was standing there, and then he died. That's crazy. I think he's dead. Check the man's pulse. You kneel and press your fingers to the fallen man's neck. Nothing. Wow, he just DED died. The transient stares down at the fallen man's body, her brow furrowed. To hell with this place, I'm getting out of here. I know that's none of my business, but you should do the same. I'd love to, but I can't. She shrugs. Your call, best of luck. Hey, that guy just died. That's wild. Literally just fell down and died. Spider Shan. As you approach Shan's boat, you spot a number of children peeking out of the below decks area. They're dressed in ratty clothing with stained and tattered shirts. All the same, they look well fed and healthy, albeit a bit grimy. As soon as they spot you, they disappear into the below decks. Are you hiding children in your boat? Shin nods to you before calling out into the depths of the boat. Make sure the bilge pump is reconnected after you re-oil it. I don't want to slowly sink to the bottom of the river because you decided to cut corners. There's no response from below. Shen simply chuckles, turning around to face you. They're not the most skilled assistants, but I like being able to keep them fed. What can I do for you? I mean, child labor, Shen? Where'd you find the kids? I didn't, they found me. Shen shrugs and grins crookedly. They heard about the triad monk who feed kids in exchange for odd jobs. After meeting the rest of my crew, I think they got a little bit infatuated. They think I don't hear it when they play at being Spider Shen and White Ming, but I do. That's cute. Yeah, I think so too. That's why I took the other way. That's why I looked the other way. I don't want to embarrass them. Besides, it's kind of flattering to have them look up to me, my very own fan club. Oh man. You know, things can happen to them. This is not a nice place, Spider Shen. She smiles faintly. I remember what it was like to be those kids. Nobody cares if you live or die, so I told myself that when I started to make it, I'd give back to the community. That's how the triad started, you know? Self-protection and community service. If we can't help out our community, we're no better than the Megas. Alright. I hope it works out, man. Here I was thinking you're a bad monk. She's thought I am a bad monk. Sure, I meditate and say the sutras, but the whole vow of non-violence thing is the lesson I keep forgetting. Isn't it only self-defense, Shen? I'm sure it's only self-defense. What it comes down to, though, is that I don't care. I didn't become a monk because I was a true believer. I did it because it was a ticket out of the gutter. The skills I learned there I can use to improve things here. Shen leans back against the cage, his arms folded. So it's an altruism thing. You're at the edge of the walled city, SCKC. That's the kind of hellhole that gets created when we let the Megas get their way. I've had people moralize and preach at me about being a better person. To hell with that. Shen spits off the side of the boat, scowling. Wait, what does that mean? You know what happens to nice people who aren't rich? They get killed. They get kidnapped. They get taken advantage of and shoved in a dark hole that they can't climb out of, just because it saves a few pennies for somebody who already has wealth beyond measure. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean... Yeah, you're right. I mean... You need to do what it takes to protect yourself. right? Doesn't mean you're not a nice person, just means you're not nice to everyone. You're only nice to people who are nice to you. So I figured the moral thing to do is to put an iron spike right in every one of those bastards' foreheads, the corporate bigwigs, the corrupt cops, the slave traders. I have the skills to protect my friends, I'm not ashamed to use them. Sounds fine to me, Spider Shen. I mean, you know they'll kill you too if they could. If they like, can get past you. Anyway, that's all for now. I mean, she's right. I don't have any objections to what she's saying. I mean, it's not, look, this is a fictional world, right? Shadowrun is a fictional world where things are bad. Things in the fictional world of Shadowrun are worse than in our world. Somewhat. Right? It's like you take the worst parts of our world and you magnify those, and that's like the setting here. Like it's a dystopian setting. In a dystopian setting, I can understand if you have to fight for your survival. Right? Because it's dystopian. Now, I don't live in a world like that at the moment, and I hope you don't either. And if you don't live in a world like that, then you don't have to do those things, you know, that you don't have to put spikes in people's heads if you live in a nice place. Maximum Law. Law is clearly worried. He's got a sick look, like he's just been punched in the stomach. He frets about the Technology Palace. Yo, STKC, thanks for talking to me. Are you back on good terms with the Wombo? Yeah, we good. We're a tech tribe. If you don't mess up every so often, you ain't trying, right? If your code never breaks, it's not pushing the limit. Lost Snickers. Sometimes things gotta go boom! He purses his lips in thought. I've got to pay my dues, but I'll rise in the tribe. It just takes time. No offense, but that's all the tribe business I want to talk. I'm taking this information hygiene thing seriously. Alright, anything else on your mind? Alright, see you later, Law. I can't tell him stuff anymore? See you later, SCKZ. Watch out for yourself, Carnivore. Long live the boom! I think he's okay. I think he's gonna be okay, not sure. Wait, why am I going in here again? Why am I going into... Wait, why is there a quest thing here? At the Mahjong parlor. There's nothing here. Alright, well the game is that's wrong. This is a mission. We're not going on that mission just yet. Right, so Reliable Matthew, can I give him his chips now, or are we done with the chips? Reliable Matthew regards you with steely eyes and a wide homicidal grin. How may I help you, beautiful? Let's just get our business over with. Alright, so the game just doesn't let me give his chips back. Which, I mean, why wouldn't it? It's like, okay, you had the chips. You were supposed to give them to him. You said no. Couldn't you, like, come back the next day and say, hey, I changed my mind, here's your chips? Why couldn't you do that? Anyway, the game doesn't let you do that. I think this is the same conversation again. Yeah, this is the same one again. I'm just gonna leave them alone. This is what I mean about this game. Like, it's quite good, but there's like certain parts of it that just doesn't feel as polished as they could be. Alright, let's come here and buy Flamethrower 3. Hey, our Journon's gone. Hey, where did our Journon go? Crafty Zhu, I haven't managed to dig up any more info on the Katyama Kings yet, but that isn't for lack of trying. Pulling all-nighters isn't as much fun as it used to be. If you need to buy some magic, I'm your girl, but that's all I can do for you right now. Alright. Show me your wares. I have Powerbolt 3. I have 6 armor. Chain lightning? damage, chains twice. Lightning bolt 3. Cooldown 3 though, right? Ball lightning, cooldown 4. Man, you're not gonna use that more than once per battle. Flamethrower 3. Definitely buying that. And that's probably all my money. I don't really think I need to buy anything else. I mean, there's a whole lot of like utility stuff like glue where you can like stop people from moving and more healing and aim and... But at the end of the day, you just want to kill people. Like when you're in a battle, you just want to kill people as fast as possible. So you're never gonna do anything except flamethrower, 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 flamethrower until they die. Oh, Mana Ball 2? Is there a Mana Ball 2? So this is an upgrade on Mana Ball 1, right? I do want at least one AoE damage. 10 damage plus 8 damage for 1 round. Pierces 2 armor, cooldown 2. Armor piercing. Let me check Mana Ball 1. Right, so this is the same except it doesn't have the ongoing damage. Mana Ball 2 does an extra 8 damage the next turn, okay. Let me go ahead and grab this. Don't need number 2, get number 3. I have items, like let me switch those items. I don't think the salve. This is 20 HP. This is 7 for 3 rounds. This is 21 HP. This is 10 HP. Alright, confirm. How much money can I get? If I sell my items, 2, 350, 4, 450, 700 bucks. How much is Mana Ball 2? 1500. Alright, so I don't have enough money for Mana Ball 2. I do want to upgrade to Mana Ball 2. And maybe upgrade my spell siphon, my what's it called again? My life siphon. Spell focus life siphon. Spell focus life siphon 1. Upgraded to life siphon 2. Cooldown 3, damage 8, damage 12. Yeah. Not that I use it very much, right? So upgrade to life siphon 2, unless it's 3, there's no 3 yet, right? There's no life siphon 3. And then if I have money after that, I will buy the imbued hermetic fetish, 2,500. And that's everything. Alright. So I need more money. Alright. Oh, wait. I can claim payment. I haven't actually claimed my payment yet. Alright, let me talk to the team, claim payment, and then come back if I have enough money.